Are you looking for the best 75-inch? In this video we will look at some of the best 75-inch. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 5. Hisense 110 UX Championship Edition ULED TV. At 110 inches, a Hisense 110 UX is one of the biggest TVs we've reviewed. At $20,000, it's also one of the most expensive. For the price, you get a massive screen that can put out a record-breaking 10,000 plus nits of light under certain circumstances, plus a 4.2.2 channel speaker system, a 144 Hz refresh rate, and a few NBA-themed design flourishes and digital extras. This is a dream TV for basketball fans or anyone who wants a huge screen without setting up a projection system. It's definitely a splurge, but it's worth considering if you can afford it. Panel type: LED. Screen size: 110 inches. Resolution: 3840 by 2160. Video inputs: HDMI, composite, RF, USB. HDR. Dolby Vision, HDR10. HDMI ports. 4. Streaming services. Yes. Screen brightness: 2531 nits. Black level. Contrast ratio: infinite. Refresh rate: 144 Hz. VRR. Input lag, game mode. AMD FreeSync. FreeSync Premium Pro. NVIDIA G-Sync. Number 4. Amazon Fire TV Omni Mini LED, 85-inch. The Fire TV Omni Mini LED is Amazon's best Fire TV television by far, mainly because it shines 3 times as bright as its predecessor, the Fire TV Omni QLED. It's loaded with features including hands-free Alexa, Apple AirPlay, and 144 Hz VRR with AMD FreeSync Premium Pro, and at $2,100 for 85 inches, it's very reasonably priced. This is the best big screen for anyone who uses Alexa and has built their smart home around the voice assistant because it gives you the same functionality on your TV. It's also a strong budget pick for gamers. Panel type: LED. Screen size: 85 inches. Resolution: 3840 by 2160. Video inputs: HDMI, RF, USB. HDR. Dolby Vision, HDR10. HDMI ports. 4. Streaming services. Yes. Screen brightness: 1623 nits. Black level. Contrast ratio. Refresh rate: 120 Hz. VRR. Input lag, game mode: 6.4 milliseconds. AMD FreeSync. FreeSync Premium Pro. NVIDIA G-Sync. Number 3. LG Evo C3 OLED TV, 77-inch. LG C3 Evo OLED TV is another top option with few picture quality drawbacks. Highlights include a simple WebOS Smart TV platform, Dolby Vision support, and compatibility with both AMD FreeSync and, unofficially, NVIDIA G-Sync. Because it's being replaced by this year's Evo C4, it's more affordable if you can find it in stock. If you're looking for amazing OLED picture quality and don't want to shell out for a flagship model, the LG C3 is worth a look. It offers a dimmer picture than the LG G4 or Samsung S95D, but is also significantly less expensive and just as gamer-friendly thanks to its sub-millisecond input lag. Panel type: OLED. Screen size: 77 inches. Resolution: 3840 by 2160. Video inputs: HDMI, RF, USB. HDR. Dolby Vision, HDR10. HDMI ports. 4. Streaming services. Yes. Screen brightness. 651 nits. Black level. 0 CD/m2. Contrast ratio. Infinite. Refresh rate. 120 Hz. VRR. Input lag, game mode. 0 milliseconds. AMD FreeSync. FreeSync. NVIDIA G-Sync. Number 2. Hisense 98UX, 98-inch. The 98-inch Hisense 98UX is a midpoint between the U8N, which tops out at 85 inches, and the ultra-huge, ultra-expensive 110-inch 110UX. At $8,000, it's pretty pricey, but for the money, you get a screen just 2 inches shy of an even 100 inches with one of the brightest pictures we've tested, along with the same 4.2.2 channel spatial audio speaker system found on the 110UX. If you want to splurge on a massive TV but don't want to spend well past 5 digits on the Hisense 110UX, the 98-inch 98UX should be high on your list. It's big and packs plenty of power in terms of both light and sound output. Panel type. LED. Screen size. 98 inches. Resolution. 3840 by 2160. Video inputs. HDMI, RF, USB. HDR. Dolby Vision, HDR10. HDMI ports. 4. Streaming services. Yes. Screen brightness. 3060 nits. Black level. 0.01 CD/m2. Contrast ratio. 1062/069:1. Refresh rate. 144 Hz. VRR. Number 1. Hisense 85U6N, 85-inch. The Hisense U6N isn't the best big screen TV on the market, but it's easily the best for the price. This TV sits squarely in the budget range, with an official everyday price of $1,300 for the 85-inch version. That's incredibly cheap for a huge TV. Like most budget-minded TVs, it isn't super bright, but its contrast is relatively strong and its colors are wide and accurate. It also has many useful features like Apple AirPlay and hands-free Google Assistant. The Hisense U8N is the best overall value, but the U6N is the best ultra-affordable TV. Get it if you want a massive screen that looks good for a low price. If you want a slightly smaller screen and you're considering the 75-inch 75U6N, note that it uses an IPS panel rather than a VP panel like the other U6N screen sizes. This is a big enough difference that we can't reasonably predict its performance based on the testing we performed on the VP model. It doesn't mean the 75U6N is better or worse than the other screen sizes, only that we haven't assessed its picture quality. Panel type. LED. Screen size. 85 inches. Resolution. 3840 by 2160. Video inputs. HDMI, composite, USB, RF. HDR. Dolby Vision, HDR10. HDMI ports. 4. Streaming services. Yes. Screen brightness. 700 nits. Black level. 0.01 CD/m2. Contrast ratio.